Frankenstein. Lightning flashed. Suddenly, the creature moved. "It's alive!" Dr. Frankenstein shouted. The creature was made from body parts that the doctor had sewn together. It raised his arms and kicked his legs. The creature glared at Dr. Frankenstein. It was so ugly and huge. The doctor was terrified. "What have I done?" Dr. Frankenstein said. "I never meant to create such a horrible monster." He chained up the creature and locked it in a cage. "No one can know about you," Dr. Frankenstein said. "No one can know what I've done." The creature didn't know why the doctor was being so cruel or why he had been locked up in a cage. All he knew was that it was dark and he couldn't move. It was scared and angry. With his powerful arms, the creature broke the chains and tore through the cage's bars. The creature jumped out the window and ran down the street. The people of the city cried out in fear. "It's a monster!" He heard them shout. Women and children ran inside and locked the doors. The creature escaped from the city into the quiet countryside. He walked through the forest. Eventually, he came to a pond. He looked at his reflection and cried, "The pond is so beautiful, but I'm so ugly," the creature thought. The creature was very lonely. Then he heard footsteps. A little girl walked over to the pond. The monster was sure she would run away once she saw him. Instead, she picked a flower and gave it to the monster. The flower tickled his nose. He sneezed. The petals from the flower flew into the air. The little girl clapped and laughed at the monster. "That was funny," she said. The creature wanted to make the little girl laugh again. Her laugh was so sweet. He lifted the little girl and gently tossed her into the air. "Do it again," the little girl laughed. But then a deep voice called out, "Maggie, where are you?" A man came out from the trees and carrying a bundle of wood. As soon as he saw the creature, he dropped the firewood and grabbed the axe from his belt. "Get away from my daughter," he yelled. "It's okay. He's my friend," said the little girl. Her father ignored her. "He's a vicious beast," the man yelled. "He's a monster and he'll hurt you." He ran at the creature, swinging the axe. Frightened, the creature ran into the woods. He found a dark cave to hide in. He cried because he had lost his only friend. He cried until he fell asleep in the cold, dark cave. The creature woke up to the sound of voices. He saw torches in the darkness outside the cave. "We have to fight the beast before he gets away," someone said. An angry mob was coming for him. He had to get away. He crept out of the cave and into the darkness. The monster went north. He had to find a place where no one would hurt him. He walked and walked until he reached the icy North Pole. It was cold, but it was empty. He knew he would be safe there. Every night, the creature dreamed of a time when he could return to the beautiful countryside. Then maybe he could have a friend again and he wouldn't be so lonely.